These people have been watching you so much that they are now depressed. They are mentally ill, if not physically ill. They were watching your every single move, looking for the smallest thing to go back into report. They were judging and mocking and laughing at everything you posted, and everything was good until it wasn't. And if you know who these people are, you have seen their whole demeanor change. They are now depressed. They're losing things from left and right. More specifically, they are losing the peace in their mind. This comes from plot, and they were so focused on what you were doing and how to try to one-up you. Try to beat you at something that they can't beat you at because it's not a competition. And that's what they failed to realize, but they were so focused on what you were doing that they missed the fact that they was getting ready to fall into the hole that they dug for you. And that's the crazy thing. That's why you had to keep your eyes on your own prize, stay in your own lane, focus on your own situation, because when you're so dedicated and focused to other people, and when I say watching, people are watching. Not only are they watching from their main page, they have made backup pages just in case you decide to block them or delete them. Like, these people are watching. And they're watching because everything that they aspire to be, everything that they want in this life materialistic wise, you already possess it, and they cannot stand you. They literally hate you. And in Matthew 10:22, God tells us that the world will hate us for his name's sake. The more you are disliked, the more you are loved by God. If you are constantly praised and everyone's loving you on this earth, that's not to say that you're not chosen. It's not to say that God does not love you. But I promise you, it's the ones that's constantly being rejected that God is closest to. And he will tell you that people are not rejecting you. They're rejecting the God in you, which means they rejected him first. These monitoring spirits have lost their mind. Literally lost their mind. Because the fact that you thought that you was going to sit here and play a game where it was not a game. You were genuinely who you are. You are authentically who you are. And people, when they try to play the copycat game, they watch you so that they can mimic you and think that they can do the same thing that you're doing without even having their own creativity. They're just trying to, like, oh, I see Monica doing this, I want to do that because I want Monica's results. You can't be Monica. You cannot be me. You can never be me. You can't talk how I talk. You don't have my demeanor. You don't have my experiences. We could go through the same exact thing and come out with two different opinions, two different mindsets. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be me. And that is the problem with people. They will sit and monitor and study. And I mean study you like a book. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. They will study you so much to the point where they finally realize that they cannot beat you at whatever they're trying to beat you at. Their age just takes over because they realize, like, damn, there's nothing that I can do to keep up. Every time I feel like I got this person figured out and they do one thing or they do a couple of things and I mimic it, then they switch their whole tune up, and it's like you can't keep up. And that's the problem. When you are copying somebody, you can never keep up. You can never do what they're doing because you're always a step behind, waiting for them to do something, and then you try to replicate it. And God gets tired of that. He will expose every single person connected to you, their interior motive. And I do not care if this is somebody that you've never even met. Like, maybe you're just friends with this person on social media. If they have a nasty heart towards you and they got ill feelings towards you, God is going to expose it to you. I have experienced this so many times, and I did not understand why is God telling me about things, about people on my social media that I have never met, that I will never meet. barely even had a conversation with. Why are you exposing to me what they got going on in their household? Why are you exposing to me certain things? Because nothing done in the dark will stay in the dark. What's done in the dark will come to the light. God will sit there and expose everybody, and he's telling you this not for you to confront them. He's telling you this not for you to react, but he's telling you this so you can take heed and you can know how to move. And sometimes when he tells you something, it be so far in advance from you actually seeing it in the physical, you almost feel like you're crazy. You start hearing these thoughts, and God will start giving you visions, and it's like, well, no, this person just, congratulating me. This person just, they're going to do something where it's going to seem so off. Like, well, no, I don't think, no, maybe I'm tripping. Why would I think something like that? And then months later, weeks later, whatever, something is going to happen, and it's going to bring you right back to that original thought that God gave you. You just be a little ahead of the game. That's all that really be. But trust and believe. Anybody who got nasty motives towards you and they sitting there watching you and plotting on you, they've already fell into their own pit because they're so focused on what you had going on, not even realizing that they was getting ready to trip.